So here we are today in part two of our series on the exploration of sex and spirituality. In part one, we laid a foundation of insight into why humanity, generally speaking, has been creating a rather shallow experience of our sacred sexuality. And we explored not only the importance of our emotional maturity, but also how to use it to create a fulfilling sexual relationship with our partner. The information in this part two video will stand on its own, but I'm sure you'll be able to better grasp the information in this video if you watch part one first. Here's the link to part one. Hello, I'm Marvin Glenn, the Singing Sage. Just in case you're here with me for the very first time today, please hear these two statements before we begin. While you listen to my words, I ask that you ignore your programmed mind and depend on how you feel in your heart and your gut. The second statement is this. The one foundational knowing on which all of my songs and videos are very happily based is this. None of us on earth are exclusively human. We all are also infinite, non-physical or spiritual creators using our human bodies to create, enjoy, and learn from our experiences and adventures here on earth. Thanks for listening. As a quick review, in part one, we dove into the deep end of the pool of life by beginning to face the biggest challenges to our love life and our happiness. The pain in our unacknowledged inner child and the story we construct out of that as a protection against feeling our emotions. Now that we know how vitally important it is for us to be lovingly reunited with ourselves at a deep level, our self-confidence will grow and our self-management of our emotions will improve immensely. And those statistics about failing relationships can be tossed in the trash once we are able to face and embrace the wounded or shadow parts of us. It's so good to be able to look in the mirror and genuinely say, I love every part of you. Then, and only then, are we able to also accept the shadow parts of the other person. And our success rate in forming and holding our love relationships can soar. Coming up next, we'll be asking and answering some big questions and revealing the secrets of success in creating and keeping love relationships. First, we'll ask, how do I make my sex life compatible with my spirituality? The second question is, how do I remain spiritually aware when I'm making love? And lastly, the question is, what wonderful changes can I expect to see in myself and my partner if I consistently merge my sexuality with my spirituality? First, making our sexual relationships more compatible with our spirituality is easy when we change our motivation from what can I get from this relationship to what can I give to make this a mutually satisfying experience for us both. To make this change, we've got to exercise our will and create new intentions. Our feelings and desires follow our intentions. This helps each of us to see both of us as one being. After all, that's the purpose of making love with someone, It's all an expression of our love, passion, and joy in life. Making love means expressing our unity, which brings us back to remembering once again, we are all one. The next question we answer now is, how do I remain spiritually aware when I'm making love? The first thing to remember when we're preparing ourselves for connecting with our partner in this way is to first intend to create a gentle, caring, and mutually freeing experience for both of us. When we approach our intimate times with this intention and an attitude of giving as well as receiving, We don't have to work at being spiritually aware. It happens without trying. We can automatically express our passion from the depths of our being. Fear and programmed inhibitions disappear, and the free expression of our passion for life automatically starts showing up in other parts of our lives also. We become ever more passionate about just being alive. This brings us to the last question, which is, what changes can I expect in the ways I see myself and my partner if I consciously merge my sexuality and spirituality while making love? Making love with the intention to raise both of us up to a higher level, a higher frequency, puts us in that elevated state of being that makes life more enjoyable for us and for everyone in our world. So, we all can expect to be more at ease with ourselves, less judgmental and more accepting of whatever we choose to freely express, not only while we're making love, of course, but also throughout our day. Because our perceptions have changed, most of us find that we are also naturally seeing our partner the way we see ourselves, as sacred, awesome, and divine. Yes, divine. When we see ourselves and our partner this way, we come to them with a new tenderness, with a sense of awe and wonder, with a deep appreciation for our unity and our oneness. Who we really are responds to who they really are. Our passion and attraction to them is deeper, more intense, and more beautiful than ever. Do you realize what our passion is? Here's my take on it. Life itself is the prime creator of all that is. The creator is passionate. It is the overwhelming power of its passion that brings all things into existence. Life is simply and gloriously expressing its passion through us. Because we are the creator expressing itself in the flesh, our passion is the desire of life to love itself through us. You already know this if you've ever created something beautiful on purpose. We're creating and expressing lasting love here, my friend. It's also self-appreciating love, the love that really sees the other person not as a sex object or as a fantasy or even as a distorted projection of ourselves, but as they really are, as another infinite and divine being, as a powerful creative artist unto themselves. So here's another question. How does the heart fit into all this? When we are sexual with the intention to actually feel, express, and communicate our love with another person, our energies are automatically coming from our hearts, our grand throne of oneness. The sexual climax has often been described as a visceral experience of our divinity. That's the main purpose of physical lovemaking, to experience our divinity through the bodies we inhabit. Anything less feels shallow and empty. Surprising as it may seem, there are times when we're loving from our hearts that the sex act itself becomes an annoying distraction from the sublime and peaceful unity we both feel. Just resting in each other's arms becomes completely fulfilling and satisfying, because now we can deeply enjoy our oneness. In his book, The Art of Loving, the great psychologist Erich Fromm wrote, "Instead of telling another person, 'I love you because I need you,' the mature way to approach them is by saying, 'I need you because I love you.'" What a powerful difference in motivation. In the description below, you can find a link to his book. Here are two things I hope we always remember to remember. Love attracts love because that's who and what we really are. And we divine humans are infinitely more wonderful than we have ever been allowed to remember. If you want to remember more about keeping your present relationship alive and vital, here's the video I recommend for you. If you're struggling with your emotions around a recent breakup, this is a good one for you to see. Thank you for visiting with me today. I hope you are always living from the joy in your heart and loving yourself more every day. There are other people who need your help in finding my videos, So now's your chance to feel the thrill of helping them by touching those 2 magic buttons below this video. Thank you. The song for us today really expresses the magical power of loving from our hearts. It's called When We Love.
When we love, every cloud is full of rainbows. When we love, everyone we touch we heal from within. Flows a river from the source. When we love, when we truly love. As we share the love within us with others who need it, comes a joy and a peace back to us. And we will find the more we give it, the more we receive, always here in our hearts when we love. When we love, something magic starts to happen in our hearts. All the doors to fear start closing and we feel all the joy we truly are.